Hi everyone, it's the Three Chocolate Chips. It's now solo. It's me, Aaliyah. I'm doing the AMBW series, Dating in Korea. Now, initially I was going to do a year in the life of Leah first, but it was a really long video, which I should have expected. I mean, it's a year's worth of information I'm trying to put into one video. So I'm going to try to write down the key points that you guys might want to know. I'm going to make that video. So as you can tell by the title, today's story, this will be about the mythical creature incident, also known as the impromptu date. So to start off, we were in Monkey Beach with our friend Winnie, and Daphne. And it was Daphne was with us because Imani had already gone home during that time. Me and Daphne were there for our internship. So we were in Monkey Beach, we were at the line for the bar waiting to get our drinks from our favorite bartender, Jay. So we're at the bar, and this really, really tall, cute, it's the cute ones you gotta watch out for. Really tall, cute Korean guy looks at me, and he just cocks his head to the side, and Single Ladies is on, so I'm dancing, I'm just it's my own little world. And he looks at me and he smiles, and I'm like, hi, who are you? All of a sudden, he puts his hand on my stomach, my lower stomach. I'm just no, with his hand inside, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. So we're dancing again. I'm like, whatever. I've had weirder things happen to me in Korea. So he touches me again. I'm just like, you cannot touch me. And there is Imani. You're gonna be in the video. You don't want to be in the video? Okay. Well, you're gonna be in it walking. Is that okay? She says hi, but he touches me, and I tell Daphne, I'm like, yo, this guy just touched my lower stomach, and she's like, he touched your ovary? And I was dying, and I was like, not necessarily my ovary, but I guess what my ovary would be compared to my stomach, I don't know, but yeah, touched my ovary. So, I'm just like, maybe it's not going to happen again. So it happened a third time. I was just like, no, you cannot touch me. So when he tries to push me over, to push me forward to the bar so he can't touch me, and all of a sudden, I'm still in reach of him, he gives me a kiss on the cheek, and I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So he's just like, I'm just curious. His explanation every time I ask him was, I'm just curious, I'm just curious. So I tell Winnie and I tell Daphne what happened. But I'm like, what do you mean just curious? What the heck am I, a mythical creature? Am I a unicorn? What is this? So that night was a very weird night. I saw him throughout the day, he kept staring at me, and it was really awkward. I'm oblivious to the point where Imani wants to stamp oblivious on my forehead. So if I could tell you are staring at me, then you must really be staring at me. So Imani's laughing at me. But that was a knee slapper. So he is staring at me, I'm just like, whatever. So fast forward 3 weeks, I'm back. I see him basically every weekend after that, but I don't pay him any mind. So long story short, it's 5 in the morning. My friend Cynthia, hey Cynthia, is dating this guy. Come to find out, the guy's best friend, the guy she's dating, his best friend was the guy who touched my ovary. So, and kissed me on the cheek. So she wants to go out to dinner with him, with the guy she was dating. And I was just like, are you okay, Imani? She's crawling on the floor because she's going to be in the video. I'm leaning back in my chair, trying to be all comfy and whatnot. But anyway, I'm just trying to make sure I won't hit her. But anyway, so she wants to go out to eat with the guy she was dating, and I don't want her to go by herself. So I say, fine, I'll go with you. So the mythical creature guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, we're going out to eat. And I was like, yeah, we are. He goes, I tried to talk to you before, but you were scared of me, or you ignored me. And I was like, no, because you touched me on my stomach. You're not supposed to do that. No, you can't. So I basically told him that, and he was like, I'm sorry. She said, I was curious. I'm like, why? Why are you curious? What? Why? So we go down a couple blocks by the main street, and there's a little ajuma eatery restaurant place. So we get some Korean barbecue there. So we're eating and we're talking. I'm talking to him, and he's speaking in Korean about me. Now Cynthia understands more Korean than I do, and she's just we're looking at each other laughing because I can understand little bits and pieces. He's talking about like my skin and how my skin's so different and how like the hair on my arms, like me having hair on my arms is different. 'Cause I guess Korean girls don't have hair, and probably like that bad. I can't even see it in the video. I don't even know, but hair on my arms. And he's like, her hair and her face, like how is she, like she's so pretty, like he's saying this in Korean. I don't think he knew I could understand, which was really the best part of the whole entire situation. But and then he was talking about my stomach. He was like, oh, she has a stomach, and I was like, okay. So the ajumma comes over, the lady who owns, the woman who owns the place, she comes over, and she comes up to me and she's talking to me in Korean. He's translating, like the parts I don't understand, he's translating. I can understand like bits and pieces. And she's saying, you're so beautiful, you look like a doll. You're the prettiest foreigner I've ever met. And I'm just like, oh, you're so sweet, thank you. And he's like telling me what she's saying. And like throughout the night she'll come back and she'll tell me this. So then at one point she comes over and she's like, you look like such a doll that when you have children, your children will look like dolls. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And then this guy over here, his name was Gook, by the way, Gook right here, touches my stomach. And I'm looking at him like, oh, no, don't think you're going to be the one to put them baby doll children up in this womb right here, because it's not going to, no, it is not going to be you. So, like, I'm thinking that in my head, and I'm just laughing at myself. And, like, we ended up being on a date. Like, he was really sweet, and so fitting me, and I'm fitting him, and I get to know him, and he's just like, where are you from, like, what are you doing, yada yada. So it was ended up being a great night, and he was somewhat of a great guy. I say somewhat. Are you having fun poking me? Are you? Damn it! Imani, he's on the floor poking me. But anyway, he... Chillin' Indian style. She's legit on the floor Indian style, like right there. But anyway, he was a great guy until he says, I can't pay attention to you, Imani, I really can't. So until he basically says, like, I really want to get to know you, but you're leaving in 2 weeks. So I was like, yeah, I'm leaving in 2 weeks. He's like, so here's the kicker. Let's just have sex. Now, I said that very nonchalant, like, but he was dead ass serious. I was this point, and I was like, Jesus, did I just hear these words? Which I shouldn't have been surprised.
He said those exact same words.
He said, you're only here for 2 weeks, so let's just have sex. Yes. I left. I got up.
At least that meant that he would have a relationship with you if you were staying.
I left. I go to the bathroom. I was like, don't touch me. They get to the bathroom. I was like, do not touch me. I go to the bathroom. Cynthia comes up. She's like, what? And I tell her. She was like, what? I'm going to go tell her guy. I'm going to go tell him. And da-da-da. I was just like, but a part of me should have been surprised. Why, you might ask? 90% of the guys I met in Korea that were Korean or Asian, just wanted to have sex with me. They just wanted to have sex with me. And you're saying, Leah, how do you know? Because they were just as blunt as he was. And now I should have been surprised again because I got this a lot in the U.S. I got this a lot in the U.S., got this a lot in Korea, but I was just like, oh, what a beautiful night, and it went, woo! So we left after that. Got the mythical creature incident. Yeah, I don't know how I find these people. I just am. And I find guys just not have sex with me. Maybe. No! Why'd you take my hat off, though? I like my hat, no? So rude. Apparently my hair looks better this way. I was just kind of cold. But anyway, so like I was saying, a lot of the guys I had met in Korea just wanted to have sex with me, and they basically said it. Let me say again that there really could have been a lot of nice guys. There was one nice guy who you will hear about that was genuinely nice, was not afraid to ask me on a date. We went on a date, and we're really, I want to say he's probably one of my closest friends from Korea now. But when I came to the majority, they just wanted to have sex, and they would say, you want to go to a motel? I want to spend the rest of the night with you. stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, take that story for what you can. It was a very interesting experience. It's probably not going to be the last time. I mean, I plan on going back to Korea, and it will probably, it might happen again. Yeah. That was Mythical Creature Incident. Have any more questions about the incident? Comments, please put them or send them, put them in the comment box. Like this video. If you want to hear anything else, ask. Feel free to subscribe, and thank you so much for our subscribers now. We are still trying to figure out who we want to win the giveaway, so we will get to you. We'll get to you when we find the winners. And thank you. Love you.